Give me my life back, please.
He was promised something in return.
He was taking you to the national championship.
And he quit on me.
You get Mikey back his scholarship.
And here's this kid who throws balls through a hoop who'll earn more money in an hour than I make in 20 lifetimes worth of morality in that.
If you think that I'm gonna back off the Michael Gale case, you got another thing coming, pal.
Against the Law is brought to you by Pontiac and your local Pontiac dealer. From innovative design and technology to pure power and performance, Pontiac is excitement.
Morning.
The man from the leasing office called. He wants the payment or will be on the sidewalk by the end of the month.
Donut?
The Tuscaderos don't have their payment this month.
So we'll get it next month.
Yeah, right. Simon.
The wolf is at the door.
It's going to take a hell of a lot more than the good fairy to get you out of this one.
Does this mean there's a quarter under my pillow?
If you collected on some of these receivables, you might not be in this pickle.
Put a lid on it, okay? You know what this is?
Cashier's check for $1 million.
No. Loan papers. I'm going to refi the condo. I got a meeting at the bank tomorrow.
You thought this up all by yourself?
Yeah. Came to me in a dream.
More like a nightmare. Oh, Miss Moore. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. This is Miss Moore. She is with the Slim and Fine people. They've been waiting in your office.
Miss Moore, a pleasure.
Oh, Clarissa. Please call me Clarissa.
Clarissa, let's go into the office.
Yes, let's get to work. Mr. McKee, we're members of an obesity support group. Now, we recently undertook a diet plan known as Slim and Fine. This is the product, Charles. Now, we all participated in this experiment. Mr. McKeith, can you venture to guess what the outcome was?
You got me.
Bulked up, baby.
Slim and Fine is not only a hoax, it's fattening.
How much weight did you gain?
6 pounds in 6 days, and we followed the diet to the letter.
To the letter. And you can document that.
To the letter.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to try it personally, and I'll get back to you. Okay?
Well, that sounds fine, but...
But?
Well, you could stand to lose about 10 pounds, and that's not going to help.
Me? No, no. Elizabeth? Am I overweight?
You could lose a few.
A few?
A few more than that. Say 10.
Oh, honey, someone's got to check your ruler. Okay, McKeith, the All McKeith tournament.
McKeith versus McKeith. He comes down, he shoots McKeith. This is!
Oh, yeah. Hey, nice touch.
Look,
No. It was too good an arc, man.
got a hell of a game going out there by yourself. Why don't you get one of these young boys to play?
Oh, thank you. I think I'd like to live till I'm 40. How about you? You up for some one-on-one?
I gotta work.
Oh, come on. I'll take it easy on you, old-timer.
Old timer.
You heard me.
Promise take it easy on me?
Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, yeah.
Old timer.
Wow. That was beautiful. Okay. All right. Now it's for real. That wasn't me before. Let's go. Man, this is like some kind of joke.
I gotta go, man. Ben Gale.
Simon McKeith. Ben Gale? I can't believe it. Man, you were heavyweight.
I played.
No. When I was in the Boston school systems, you were the man. You were the heaviest player in town, and you are still great.
I haven't lost my shot.
You were pro?
Yeah, I signed with the Pistons, but I blew my knee out after the third game of the season, and that was the end of my career. So I came on back to Boston, and I've been working here ever since.
Yo, Chief. Ready to ride?
Yeah, Mikey, come on down here a second. My nephew.
Michael Gale, shake and bake Gale. Everybody is talking about this guy. I mean, he's it.
It runs in the family, you know.
Wow.
What's up, Uncle? Hey. Mikey, Simon Mackey.
That's right. Hey, nice to meet you. Great game last week. So, you know, when I was growing up, I used to watch your uncle, and he was poetry in motion.
He's the best guard the school ever had.
I remember.
Hey, we gotta get going. Nice to meet you, Mr. McDuff.
McKeith.
Thanks for the game.
Hey, okay. You know what? Wait a second. Here. Just call me, okay? Anytime, any place. You owe me a rematch.
Oh, you're an attorney. Well, we got a lot in common.
How's that?
Well, we've both been around courts a lot.
Ooh. Okay. Ben Gale.
This is really yours.
Just picked it up this morning.
You got any idea how much wheels like this cost?
A whole bunch of season tickets.
These people will do anything to keep you happy.
Yeah, but it's all going back real soon.
What do you mean?
Well, I was talking to some people, and I decided to go hardship in the pro draft. I know that means leaving school a year early, but we figure I should be able to make $10 million for 3 years.
What about school?
School? With $10 million bucks, who cares about school?
Your education is important, Michael.
Hey, what's gonna be important to me is what sneaker I endorse.
You need to be able to think for yourself. You get that with an education.
What I do is play ball, hit the tray from downtown, and I'm gonna take it to the limit. I mean, you've been there, Ben. You know what it's like.
You're right. I've been there. Look what it got me.
If the loan committee gets a look at this paperwork, I'd have to answer to the bank examiners.
Is there a problem?
No loan. No way, no chance, not ever. Nada. Nothing.
Can I use your phone a second? I'll be just a second. The Archbishop, please.
Archbishop O'Connor?
He runs his street parish prayer meeting for my office twice a week.
The Archbishop is the head of the Archdiocese Financial Committee.
I'll ask him to hurry the paperwork along. Get everything in order.
You don't have to tell him, Mr. McKeith. I'll get this stuff in order. Maybe we can make it look a little better for the committee.
Sister Elizabeth, please tell him I'll call back later. Well.
I didn't know you were a Chelsea man.
No. I just picked up the bag. I'm going over there for a workout, trying to get in shape.
I'm an alumnus of Chelsea University.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I'm on the athletic board.
Really?
Hey, good looking.
Coach Leary, what a pleasure.
Can we, talk off the record?
Certainly. Is there something wrong?
It's about Michael Gale. I understand that he's failing your class.
Well, if it weren't for the newspapers, I wouldn't even know what he looks like.
Yeah, well, I guess going to class is not Michael's strong suit. But he's a good kid. What we're giving him here is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Yeah, if he takes advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely, but there's a larger picture here. We do not penalize straight-A students because they can't make foul shots. We can't measure underprivileged kids with guys who went to private schools.
No, but you do penalize them if they don't even try. I've never failed a student who at least tried.
Michael Gale gives 110% of himself on a basketball court. Nobody tries any harder. Kids with his kind of talent represent so many things. Alumni support, national recognition of the school, financial benefits. I mean, money that goes to help every department on this campus.
Are you telling me that you want me to give him a passing grade?
Samantha, you're a great teacher. You're one of the best in this school. I know you think that I'm suggesting we break the rules, but if it's best for Michael Gale, if it is best for the school, if it's best for the faculty, I'm just asking you to think it over.
I've done it before, but it ain't gonna do any good. It never does any good.
Sit down, Michael. Some of your teachers tell me that you're not going to class. So, all right, I can smooth that out to an extent. But there's also a rumor going around that you're thinking of going hardship in the spring draft. Now, is that just gossip or what?
It's not gossip, Coach. It's a lot of money.
Michael, with you playing point guard, this team is loaded. I am talking Final Four this year and next year, the national championship. You know what that means? What? I'll tell you what it means. It means that when we're done, I can get you double what you can get now. I can do that. Leary can do that because Leary's got stroke. I'll tell you something. There are a lot of people here connected with this program will run out of their way for you. I mean, important people, powerful people, people who may not understand what you're doing.
No, they've been good to me here, but I gotta start thinking about myself.
You gotta think about yourself. What about yourself, really? What about your teammates? What about me? Leary made this thing happen. Leary invented you.
Made up my mind. See you at practice.
Come on, bring it back. Find your man, Dennis. Okay, stay with me. Come on, hardship. This is not summer league, all right? Back him up.
Right there.
Michael, use the pick. Michael, stay down. All right, come on, Michael. Tempo. Here's the pick. Michael. You okay?
Oh, it's my knee. I heard it pop, Coach.
I heard it pop too, Coach. It's bad.
Come on, get in the ambulance. Okay.
Hi.
Mr. McKee, good to see you again. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Charles? If you would.
I've been on an exercise program and living on the stuff for over a week. Should be right at fighting weight.
185.
I gained a pound.
2 pounds.
Miss Moore,
Clarissa.
I'm gonna take the case.
Mr. McKee, you're a marvel.
Excuse me? Simon, it's Ben Gale on the phone. He says it's urgent.
Ah, well, an urgent phone call. Perhaps you could wait outside, and I'll talk to you in a second. Okay.
Simon, appreciate you coming.
It's all right, Ben. How is he?
He'll never play ball again.
Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that. How's he taking it?
How would you take it? He's a wreck. And that's not all. That school is taking away his scholarship. He gives them his heart and they take away his soul. There's no future out here for an athlete who can't play. They owe that boy. Now, Simon, I need for you to make that school keep their end of the bargain. You get Mikey back his scholarship. You let him use it to get his education.
It says it's a notice for a hearing. It means it's not set in stone.
Leary wants the scholarship back. They need it for another body. It's not right.
I'm gonna look into this.
He's got no chance out here if he doesn't finish school. Mikey doesn't even have some of the basic skills.
What? What are you talking about?
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Mind if I ask you a personal question?
You're probably going to anyway.
Who invented triple chocolate, rolling thunder, double slammer jammer?
Charles Barkley, but he stole it from Dale Dawkins. Why?
You got a lot of people pulling for you, buddy.
Yeah, well, maybe they shouldn't. There is no more me.
Doctors say with the right kind of surgery, the leg will heal.
Who were they kidding? You ever see a player come off an injury like this? A ruptured anterior cruciate ligament and a torn meniscus?
Bernard King and Danny Manning.
Who are already stars. But who's going to take a chance on some college kid whose whole rep is speed?
Well, you're young. Maybe you can get up for it and make it back.
This is not the soap operas, McKee. This is real life. And all I'm good for is basketball. And if I can't do that, I can't do anything.
That kind of talk is nowhere. You go to college, you get a degree, you can do anything you want.
Michael, Ben's asked me to look into something for you. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Here, hold on. Slow down. You realize they're considering revoking your scholarship?
Of course, I read it.
Mikey, he knows you can't read. I told him.
Michael, I know this has got to be hard for you. This is a notice of hearing to determine your eligibility to retain the scholarship. You might need a lawyer. If you want, I can look into this and see if there's a position I can advocate on your behalf.
Told him? Why'd you do that?
Because I didn't have any choice. I want to help you. We all want to help you.
Yeah. Coach Leary? Simon McKee. I'm a friend of Michael Gale.
Oh, yeah. What a terrible shame. All that talent, all that promise. I love that kid. He's from the press?
No, he's asked me to look into a letter he got from the athletic board about his scholarship.
What's it about?
They're trying to take it away.
I don't understand. Nobody ever told me Michael was having trouble with the school.
Coach, Michael's got the reading skills of an 8-year-old.
What exactly is your connection with Michael?
I'm an attorney.
Mr. McKeith, Michael made some people very angry when he decided to go hardship. Now, me, I thought it was best for the kid. Leary never stands in the way of a good thing for one of his players, and I take care of my own. But this school handed Michael every opportunity he ever had, and in return, he was going to blow them off. Now, I understood his choice. You have to take care of yourself in this life.
He can't take care of himself unless he's in school.
To keep a scholarship, you have to get grades. Now, that's true for everybody, not just athletes. Well, frankly, there's some very talented kids out there who deserve a chance, kids who understand that grades are just as important as sports.
So you just write Michael out of the picture? Is that the way you take care of your own?
No, nobody steps on one of Leary's boys, even if he's screwed up. I mean, that kid is like a son to me. Hell, I invented him. All right, I will do everything in my power to see to it that that scholarship is kept in place.
Well, I guess I can't ask for anything else, can I?
No one is beyond the rules, Mr. McKeith. Mr. Gale seems to think he is. Mr. Gale's scholarship is revoked herewith.
Wait a minute. That kid's grades were swept under the carpet so that he could retain his eligibility. You cannot turn around and use his grades against him because an accident renders him useless to you. He has a right to an education. You people are railroading an innocent young man because he no longer fulfills the needs of your fiscal responsibilities.
If you have any complaints with regard to the board's decision, put them in writing.
I have several complaints with regard to the decision of this board. First of all, Coach Leary.
Leary? Leary! I won't let him down. He's like a son to me. You're full of it.
I did everything possible.
Mr. Leary, if the school turned their back on Michael like this, he won't have anything to fall back on.
I was going to help him. He didn't help me.
He was taking you to the national championship.
And he quit on me. Now, nobody quits on me and my boys.
Oh, so in your case, I guess taking care of yourself means kill or be killed.
I gave him everything, and he threw it in my face.
You used him to perpetuate your own myth.
Just like you used all the other players.
Mr. McKeith, sports is a business. The business is winning. Now, you look like a very smart man. Why don't you just stay out of it?
Lunchtime?
Simon McKeith, the Hamster's attorney. Did you review the decision by the Board of Regents?
These athletic scholarship agreements are ironclad. In return for tuition, room, and board, a student has to play ball and maintain a C average. Michael fails on both accounts. Ergo, the Board of Regents' decision is patently valid.
I know that. You eat that cold?
Lukewarm and hot. A case has a beginning, middle, and end. In this case, the beginning could be the end. The school's argument is that Michael breached his contract.
The school asks an illiterate kid to maintain his grades. Then as long as he plays ball, they prop up his average. Ergo, who breached first? Oh, that's got so much sugar and sodium in it. Tastes great.
What we need is somebody to come forward and say they, we, or I falsified his grades.
We're no longer at the beginning.
Where are you going?
Find out we are they. Miss Seeger. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Let me give you a hand.
Thank you. Who are you?
I'm Simon McKeith.
And what can I do for you?
I'm representing Michael Gale. I'm sure you're aware the school is trying to take away his scholarship. I've been trying to speak to some of his instructors today, and apparently they lack a fundamental teaching skill.
What's that?
The power of speech. Maybe you can tell me why nobody in the school wants to talk about the best athlete they've ever had.
Well, what's to tell the newspapers haven't already told?
He was failing your class.
Yes?
He was told by Coach Leary that you were passing him.
That's not true.
In fact, he was told he was passing all of his classes until the accident.
Look, I don't like what you're implying.
I'm just a little curious.
Well, I really don't have anything to say about Michael Gale.
What is it with you people? Have you all taken a vow of silence or what? Michael Gale can't motor up and down a court anymore. So he's out like yesterday's news. Don't you think that the administration and the teachers have a moral obligation to do the right thing?
And what is the right thing?
Tell everybody how the athletic department coerced you into falsifying his grades.
Don't you talk to me about my moral obligations. My whole life is about educating these students so that they might make a difference one day. I show them the other side of the small grid and rainbow, and they learn. And you know what? I don't give a damn about some student who doesn't give a damn about himself, so get that through your head. I am a single parent, barely making ends meet. My job here is to educate, but nobody seems to care about that. And here's this kid who throws balls through a hoop who'll earn more money in an hour than I make in 20 lifetimes. Where's the morality in that? He throws a ball and he's a hero, and you sit there and tell me that I have a moral obligation to come forward and lose my job so some basketball player can get an education. One student? I have hundreds of students to worry about.
I am not asking you to lose your job. I'm trying to win a case.
I know that you can subpoena my testimony, Mr. McKeith, and perhaps you feel as though you have a moral obligation to do that.
Are you as good in class as you were just then?
Well, how good was I?
Good enough to send me looking in another direction.
What's the team going to do without Michael Gale?
The game is teamwork. The game is actually teamwork, because you can have all of the, the wonderful players. That's what... Excuse me, Doctor. McKeith? What brings you here?
An obnoxious pursuit of the truth.
Yeah, look, I know I kind of lost my head with you the other day, but
Larry lost? Isn't that like an oxymoron or something?
Well, this whole thing has had me kind of under a strain, But, I've been thinking.
About what?
Well, you're a smart man, McKeith. I mean, isn't there some way we could work this out?
Yeah. You let him keep the scholarship.
I can't do that. You're the one who's going to get hurt here, McKeith. You could get hurt very badly.
You threaten me again, Larry, and I'm going to litigate you into a state of apoplexy.
The wicked ways of Michael Gale? Hoop star involved in campus scandals? I don't understand how they could say that about me. About me.
They're setting you up?
Coach Leary had some things to say, too. And I thought he was my friend.
Coach Leary has only one friend, Coach Leary.
We'll take care of Coach Leary, Michael.
It's too late.
Too late?
Who are we kidding? I'm not going to learn how to read. I'm not going to learn anything. And they're destroying me in public.
You giving up?
Hey, call it what you want, lady. But I lost. It's over.
Wonderful attitude, Michael. Is that how you look at things when you're down by 10 points?
This is not a game.
Yeah, I know. It's more important.
But this is something that I can't do, Yvette. I can't make it.
There are a lot of people out there struggling to make it with a lot less going for them than you've got. But they don't crawl into a hole and beg the world to pity them. They've got backbone enough to reach out and try. Do it. You're a young man with the whole world at your fingertips and you can't even see that. Now get up off your butt, because you're right. This ain't no game.
Where'd you learn to talk like that?
3 little brothers in the projects.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Where do I sign?
Simon, have a seat.
The most beautiful words I've ever heard.
There's been a little snag.
Snag?
You're in foreclosure.
Foreclosure? What are you talking about? This bank holds the note. You approved my loan personally.
There have been some new developments.
What new developments?
You're not a solid citizen, McKeith. You've been disruptive in the community. The situation with the university.
What is this?
This bank does not make loans to malcontents. It's bad business. Your mortgage payment is 3 months past due. We have the right to foreclose, and we are exercising that right.
You can't do this.
We did.
If you think that I'm going to back off the Michael Gale case in order to get this loan, you got another thing coming, pal. You know what? Why don't you take your loan application and shove it up your balls?
And you don't even know the Archbishop.
Mrs. Feldman, a weight gain of 5 pounds. Mr. Feldman, a weight gain of 5 pounds. Mrs. Rabinowitz, a weight gain of 4 pounds. Mr. Dominici, weight gain of 11 pounds. And Ms. Moore, a weight gain of 6 pounds. Now, Your Honor, all of this may seem extreme, but it serves to make my point.
I certainly hope so.
These people are the victims of a disease. Like the anorexic or the bulimic, they all suffer from a compulsion of body and mind. And in order to recover, it requires hope, which Slim and Fine has promised them. Your Honor, take Ms. Moore. She's a gifted, beautiful, and courageous woman with a problem that Slim and Fine promised to alleviate. Now, we all understand that some products don't deliver. But in this case, they have complicated the issue and further limited Ms. Moore's potential and the potential of her group. These Slim and Fine people have shown neither compassion nor remorse. I assert that they were fully aware of the likelihood of weight gain and are therefore liable. Your Honor, have you read the label on this thing? It advertises a great new taste. Well, I can attest to that. I tried it. It's hard to put down.
Your Honor, he can go on, but can he produce the burden of proof?
Mr. McKeith?
The plaintiff's called Dr. Saul Rushman to the stand. Dr. Rushman, could you read aloud from the text marked Exhibit A, please?
3 ounces chocolate syrup, 2 scoops ice cream, 1 cup whole milk, 1 tablespoon malt, dash of vanilla.
That's fine. Your Honor, this is a recipe for JoJo's P-Funk chocolate shake, the best in Boston. Could you read aloud from the text marked Exhibit B, please?
Dehydrated cocoa, lactose soybean product, rehydrated fructose powder, a long list of preservatives. You want me to read through them?
No, that's all right. We get the picture. Those are the ingredients in Slim and Fine, are they not?
That's what it says on the label.
And could you tell us all exactly what that means, please?
It's a chocolate shake.
Looks like you boys may have to pay up.
Nothing further.
Are magnificent.
Simon. Simon. Want a light?
Now darkness and depression are my life.
How dark is it?
Well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Unfortunately, it's an oncoming train. I'm going to lose it all. The condo, the practice, you, Yvette. I'm going to forfeit everything for this case. And I don't stand a good chance of winning.
Well, you'll be out of a building. You'll be rid of some so-so furniture, but you're not really losing anything. Taking the loan would have meant losing everything. You'll relocate. You're a lawyer with a fine reputation. You still have all your clients. And you have these things because, in spite of yourself, you did the right thing. And you still got me. And Yvette. Wasn't easy. Took several ballots, but we finally came to a unanimous decision to stick this through with you. As a matter of fact, you have an appointment with another bank the day after tomorrow. So you see, it's not over yet.
Michael Gale's records speak for themselves. The university had no recourse. We stand by our decision to revoke his scholarship.
No further questions.
Mr. McHeath?
Your Honor, Michael Gale had a contract with the university which required them to provide him with an education. His academics were never an issue as long as he could hit nothing but nylon from the top of the key. But upon injury, the school abrogated their part of the contract, claiming his grades were unsatisfactory. Therefore, they are in breach of the scholarship agreement.
Mr. McKee, according to school documents, Michael's grades were passing until this semester.
Your Honor, those grades were falsified by the athletic department so that he could qualify to play. I have a witness that will attest to that.
I'd like to hear that witness.
The plaintiffs call Coach Leary to the stand.
Fire away, McKeith. Larry's life is an open book.
In fact, you've been immortalized in several books, haven't you, Coach?
I've been lucky.
How good a player was Michael Gale?
Michael Gale could do more things with a basketball than anybody I've ever laid my eyes on.
Losing him must have hurt, though.
Losing anybody that good hurts, but if you have a team and you're a family, then you can overcome anything.
And you've created a lot of legendary teams, haven't you, Coach? Coached a lot of great All-American athletes.
A lot of Leary's family are champions. I love those guys.
How many of this family of yours actually graduated from college?
Well, no idea. 3/4 probably, maybe more. Who knows?
I do. How about less than half?
That's a lie.
How many of these players that didn't make it to the pros had to reattend school to acquire the basic skills?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ignorance becomes you, Coach. How many of these players did you help after they washed out of your system with little more ability than hitting a hook shot from the paint? None, Coach.
He's lying. Leary's boys are always family. They're the best of the best.
Your Honor, would you like to meet some of Leary's family? Gentlemen? Skeet Sklar, Helicopter Newsom, Slick Williams, Backboard Blatt, all of whom are former players of Coach Leary's, and none of them graduated from college. They have all signed this affidavit attesting to what I've just stipulated. They had to reattend school to acquire the basic skills in order to get on with the rest of their lives. Do you remember them, Coach Leary?
I coach, McKeith. I teach kids how to win. It is tough, it is competitive, and there's a price they have to pay. The winners make it. Nobody remembers the losers.
And you do win, don't you, Leary? And no matter what happens here today, you'll go on winning, creating all Americans. How many more would-be heroes are out there who will never make it into the realm of big-time basketball, where Coach Leary is a god and all of his players are myths? We endow these young men with superhuman qualities that go far beyond their athletic abilities. And then when the effects of injury ruin them, we crucify them. Because boosters and alumni feel that life is more fulfilling if State U is ranked in the top 20. Doesn't the responsibility of our educational system go beyond manufacturing wide receivers and point guards? Your Honor, one of the greatest untapped resources in this country are these young men and women. People like Michael Gale. He had an enormous talent, and it was exploited for all that it was worth. He was promised something in return, and the promise was neglected right from the beginning. We ask you to enjoin Chelsea University from revoking Michael's scholarship and give him the opportunity we all know he deserves. I think it's time we heard Mike speak on his own behalf.
Mr. Leary, you may step down.
I just recently got what it's like to be able to do something that most people already know how to do. And that's read. There was a whole world out there that I never even knew about. A world that seemed as though I just didn't belong. So, I'd like to read something to you all that I just did. Dear sirs, because I can't read doesn't mean I cannot think. Just because I can't read doesn't mean I don't care. And just because I can't read doesn't mean I don't bleed. And just because I play ball doesn't mean I can't feel. And just because I can't read doesn't mean I don't know how. That I don't need to know how to. I am here to ask a chance. I gave this school my sweat and my blood. I gave them everything I was. Please let me have my scholarship back. Give me my life back, please. I never knew how much I didn't know. It's a lot, too. Maybe it's just too much.
I'm always surprised by how much I don't know.
But reading overwhelms me.
Hey, when the coach puts in a new offense, do you get it the first practice? No, it takes time. It takes concentration. It takes practice. Do you like your new tutor?
No. He's tough. I mean, he's got me reading and writing down every word I know in a dictionary.
That'll keep you busy.
Yeah, but it's 1,555 pages long. And I'm only up to J. It's not funny.
Did you look at the things I got you?
Oh, the books? Tutor read them to me. You know, that man, he writes just like people talk. He said he's famous, but I never heard of him.
A lot of people haven't heard of Langston Hughes, or Zora Hurston, or Anna Bonton. But their words are out there if you want them.
This is gonna take a long time.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, Michael. And you're only in the first quarter. But you're worth it. Now let's get busy.
Excuse me. Loan department?
Straight ahead, sir.
Simon? Simon!
Melissa! Oh, wow. Oh, you look lovely.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you do your banking here?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I do.
What's it like to do business here? I mean, these days you never know.
Well, it's an excellent place to do business. We like to say that we're the friendliest bank in New England.
We?
Simon, I'm a Moore. Of the Moores. My father founded this bank 40 years ago.
Are you trying to tell me that you own this bank?
Elizabeth told me you were in a bit of a financial bind.
You've got me by the wrists and ankles.
Simon, this looks like the beginning of a wonderful friendship. At 11.25%.
For everyone who's ever had a brother or sister who tormented them as a child, Totally Hidden Video offers you the chance to finally get even. Catch a 1-hour Totally Hidden Video special, followed by Cops in Pittsburgh. New location, new episode tomorrow night. And Sunday night, Joe Piscopo and America's top comedians go one-on-one with the Celtics on Comic Strip Live Primetime from Boston.